couldn't remember the number for the cheap French fries. Well, it's raining, but not too much. I took some scrapping this morning. It's all okay. So I tried to phone the electricity company to try and get my electricity put back on. Nothing is happening so far. I can go live on TikTok now, but no one's watching. Trying to find a cheap one. A really good offer. Nope, can't see it. Oh, 50 yen. So I'm waiting for a phone call. Doesn't seem to be coming through. Oh, fuck off. Nai. 普通はにそう200円、これは270円。あ、そうなの？そう。しょうがない。ありがとう。Geek, you're back. Bit too fat it is. Did you buy some? Love to eat that. Your granddad can have some now. Yep. And you might have noticed Prince Harry is reversed HP. Have some nice sausages and eggs with them as well. I think over the weekend I'm going to have maybe chips, egg and sausage and beans. What you been doing, geek? What are you sorry for, Kim? No problem. No dear. Some people in the news, geek, they've been saying that they can get very cheap flights to Japan. Less than $300. Probably. No, it's only about just after 3, I think. Yeah, some people said they were getting tickets for next March for $300. No, I don't do manhole covers. The Kazakhstan that worked for me, I used to. It wasn't really a manhole cover. It was just a on the edge of a rice field. They're very fucking heavy. Oh really? They're fucking jippo cunts. In England, many years ago, there was a little 3-year-old girl that died because she fell through a fucking jippos and nicked a fucking manhole cover. She fell through. So did they nick the fire hydrants that there's no water supply to them? In England once there was a very famous artist, and he had a big bronze masterpiece, and that was stolen. I think his name was Henry Moore. Henry Moore stolen artwork.
Here are some results from a search.
Henry Moore stolen artwork.
These pictures should match.
Ah, it says it's been solved. How much did it weigh? Okay, the fact. So the bronze, that's it there. And that was worth £3 million and sold for £1,500. That was in 2009. Fuck, man, that's fucking heavy. I must admit, I wouldn't have thought it'd have been as heavy as that. In England now, or in Britain, all scrap account, you have to have an account to sell scrap. It's not given to you. Yeah, it's a need. Yeah, I don't think two could do that. Me and my mate, we carried out a coffee maker, an Italian coffee maker, and it was about 100 kilograms, and we just about made it. Very, very fucking heavy. When it's short and compact, very heavy. Yeah, I think that coffee machine was like maybe over 2 million yen. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it. You got to do it that way. Yeah, but it's still fucking heavy, isn't it? So I've just been watching some things on TikTok about visceral fat, the fat that is surrounding your organs, which I may have got, so that could be a problem. And this guy was saying how to get rid of it. I forget now. But I've got to start doing it. I've got to stop eating fucking chips as well. Easier said than done. Like yesterday, I had a good day, over $200, And I just thought, well, I fucking want to treat myself to a drink. It's crazy, isn't it? And then I had 3 drinks. I had a bottle of beer, a big jockey, and a can of beer. That was it. No, so nothing, in times past. Like, I haven't done a Nomi Hodai for fucking ages. Yeah, mate, I think that's for an old friend who turned into a cunt was saying that's the when your stomach gets really fucking hard, usually that is from whiskey, vodka, the hard spirits. But I thought I was 174 centimeters. I'm 173, unless I've grown, of course. 5'8". Yeah, well, I think one time I was doing live streams, I started drinking whiskey and gin, not whiskey, gin and vodka. No, yeah, it's better to have a flabbier belly than a rock hard belly. When I'm talking about a rock hard belly, I mean that. So at the moment there are 2 guys on TikTok that are fighting it out and slagging each other off about this losing fats. So Kent, being gay, do you have to keep yourself in shape? I guess no one likes a fat puff. Yeah, I don't know. I maybe in the recent, 10, 20 years, 30 years, the best, the best mate. If a man is in good condition and he looks really fit, he's probably gay. Oh, really? You're all about the looks? Okay. Yeah, I know. I've never pissed in my closet. I know people that have done it. Not pissed in my closet, but pissed in a. Hey up, Dash. But I knew people that have done that, pissed in a wardrobe. Then again, I've never had a wardrobe in my bedroom. And the other thing is, my toilet is like 5 yards away. And another thing is, I piss in plastic bottles or beer cans or something like that. So I haven't got much luck on TikTok then, Kent, have I? So I went live for the first time today. No one said anything. No one asked a question. They just all fucking. They came on. Maybe wrong choice of words. Is there a secondary idea to that? For example, they shit in the can and then they do something. Or maybe they're creating art, like the Italian guy in 1960. I haven't started many fights, I think. Well, recently maybe. But this guy was very rude. He just butted in and started. I was talking to this girl and he just butted in and started fucking talking to her. So about 10 minutes later, I fucking punched him. Headhunters and cocktails. There's a very funny episode of Frasier where him and Niles, they walk into like a gay, they follow this guy into this gay bar. He's that Daphne's boyfriend or something, but he's still got his tennis shorts on. Fucking hilarious. Tom Hanks used to be gay. You're still listening, Jason? There was been a couple of things on TikTok of American women talking about cheap flights to Japan under $300. And the good thing about in Japan, if you come to Japan, they put you in quarantine and the government pays. That's not bad, is it? Lamb shanks, that'd be alright, wouldn't it? Everybody knows who's gay in Nagoya, so. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's a problem. For example, if you came over, I just introduced this as Kent from South Africa. He's a puff. Anybody interested? So with this guy that I know, he was gay and he's a funny guy, and he introduced this guy as his boyfriend or something, and then like over the next like year or so, it was just everybody's fuckboy. Everybody was fucking him. What happened? Kento Bento in Japan. Kento Bento with 10 toes. So you could be Tento Kento Bento. I fucked up the other day by buying a chicken that was fucking past its best. Roast chicken, it was already dry when I bought it. So I found a big pan today and I'm gonna put in the chicken, maybe some onions. And this cunt still hasn't phoned me from the electricity board. And what else am I gonna have? Baked beans. Maybe some sausage. Protein. wonder if this woman is going to serve me a beer because she might know I've got my truck outside. When I tried to order wine once, the woman she stopped me. This is Bamiyan. Bamiyan used to be this group's Chinese restaurant. It used to be, they changed it to this, and then they changed it back to Gusto. I think, like all these boxers and, the heavyweight builders, the wrestlers, I think where they fuck up is they just eat the same thing, like fucking, say, 2 or 3 pounds of steak and eggs. I would just love to eat all different kinds of fucking food. Or just, they must, I wonder if some of them go to the old all-you-can-eat things. It's got to be the best deal for them, hasn't it? If they're eating like 5,000, 10,000 calories. Well, sumo diet is just, it's a big pot of fucking meat and vegetables. And pot of fucking meat and vegetables. And rice and sake. That's it. They drink a lot of sake to put the weight on. Some of these guys, they might be like 130 kilos, 140 kilos, but they can run faster than the average person, without a doubt. Yeah, well, that's one of the mainstays, isn't it? We was in a, because me and my mate, we always used to drink. Thank you. We used to drink Orbin, that's a bit 630cc of beer, and we went into this restaurant one night, and the fucking they took all the beer, so they had the crates of beer at their table, and then they had a slapping each other silly contest. Yeah, well, my friend, he would drink shochu, and he would drink quite a lot of shochu, at least a litre, maybe more a day, probably 1.8. And he died at 62. Yeah, Gekikan is quite famous, yeah. Yeah, well, don't forget, in America you've got all the fucking, you've got the descendants of the Japanese, haven't you? So fucking many. They're not going to be importing it from Japan, are they? I wonder if they actually export it. There was a guy who, so sometimes he pop on this live stream, and he was his job was making sake. He's an American guy. He was making sake, and he was like 6 months on and 6 months off. Which, if you can afford it, if you think about it, if you could have 6 months off, and then you just do your travelling or whatever other projects, what a great way. I think I'd like to get married to a feminist just to keep her on her toes. Yeah, the number of it. The thing is, in America, with all these attacks on Asians, They're just fucking crackpots, aren't they? They're just fucking. They should be locked up. They shouldn't be out before the attacks because they're fucking bonkers. You try. Should say it's either the better quality sakes are served cold. You know, this once you're used to sake, it takes some getting used to, Ken. But once you're used to it, it's you can develop a taste for it. You know, and if it's a nice sake, it's. And I once bought a 5,000 yen bottle of sake, but it was not necessarily better than a fucking 1,500 yen or a 2,000 yen sake. I think you can get a litre for as cheap as 800 yen. I think you're thinking about a sperm geek. Why did you mute it? Yeah, I think I used to do that, but if she was talking to me, I'd mute the television or switch it off, and I said, "What?" If she was talking to me, I'd mute the television or switch it off, and I said, "What do you want to say?" You know, so I could listen. I didn't want to be fucking concentrating on two things, so it's best to switch it off. Go on, what you want to say? Jinro sake, isn't that a Jinro? Isn't that shochu, geek? Could also be sake. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's, what was I going to say then? Yeah, I've had that. You know, the milky sake. I think it may be based from Korea. It was really popular here once. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how strong it was. When I visited Korea, I stopped on. I got off this bus. I was going to visit this fucking stone thing, and I put fucking all those 7-year-olds can drink in Korea. Ah, unfiltered. Okay. Yeah, like I said, the lesson here today is that just because it's very expensive doesn't necessarily mean it's very good. As I found out recently with fucking champagne. I had a bottle of fizzy wine the other day. I think it was fucking 500 yen, 600 yen. Yeah, well, it might be, you know, the 16% might be better for you. I think it's just a little bit stronger than wine. So it's maybe about 13%. No, but I do like it. But I had that Taittinger and it wasn't very good at all. Yeah, start searching for flights, geek. Jason, if Jason's still there. I won't say you can. Oh no, you can fly cheap, can't you? Can you get cheap flights, Ken? Was it at 1.8 litres, geek? I don't think this cunt's going to call me back. This fucking phone's... Looks like he's called... Yeah, I did call me back. I fucking missed it. I'm going to have to get off for a bit. I might come back on and see if I can get this sorted out. This fucking... I switched the phone on. It's still not fucking ringing. I might see you later. Bye.